So, good morning, all. In this, we'll discuss one of the important formula of the beta function, which is the duplication formula. Okay, so this duplication formula is very important. Uh, Generally asked for the derivation in a subjective type of question. So, we will see how to derive this and what is this duplication formula. So, here we have the two statements, right? Two different statements, both are equivalent, and both these statements, we will prove one by one. Okay, so what is one way of asking this question? So it is nothing but beta of mm is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to power 2m minus 1 into beta of m half, right? So this is called as a duplication formula, or this is also written as, or this statement duplication formula is also written as gamma of m into gamma of m plus 1 by 2 is equal to root pi upon 2 raised to power 2m minus 1 into gamma of 2m, right? So we will prove this both these statement one by one. So look at this. The question is how to derive this formula, right? How to derive this formula. So see the requirement. What we have beta function completely. One beta function is related with the other. Now, first of all, I would like to tell you why it is called duplication formula. So if you observe here, the beta function is a function of two variables, generally m and n, right? And if you observe here, both the variables are same, right? M and n both are equal. So they are getting duplicated, right? That's why this is called as a duplication formula. Okay, because of this beta of mm. Now, how to prove this? So look at the requirement. Here two different beta functions are related, and apart from this, if you look at the second part, so here what we find, here we find the term root pi, which is nothing but the notation for the angle, right? So we will make use of that relationship or the property of beta function where we can have angle, right? So that is nothing but the second property of the beta function. So let's first start with the definition of that property of beta function. Second property, so we know that beta of mn is equal to 2 times integral 0 to pi by 2 of sine to the power 2m minus 1 theta into cos to the power 2n minus 1 theta. Integration is with respect to theta. So this will be our general formula which we are going to use in order to get the result. Now look at the first requirement. Here we want beta of mm and beta of m 1 by 2. So what we will do, so in order to get beta of m 1 by 2, we just have to put n as 1 by 2 in equation number 1, right? So put n is equal to 1 by 2. So n equal to 1 by 2, it means that 2n minus 1 is equal to 0, right? In equation 1, we get. So we get this as beta of m 1 by 2 is equal to 2 times integral 0 to pi by 2 of sine to the power 2m minus 1 theta, and 2n minus 1 is 0. So we have cos to the power 0, which is nothing but 1. So it's a simply integration with respect to theta. Okay, so this is our equation number 2. Now let's go for the this left hand side. Now I want beta of mm. So again in equation number 1, we will put n is equal to m, so that we will get beta of mm. Now next put n is equal to m in equation 1. So we get this as beta of mm is equal to 2 times integral 0 to pi by 2 of sine to the power 2m minus 1 theta, then cos to the power, again I will have the same power 2m minus 1 theta. Integration is with respect to theta. Now look at this, as the power of both cos and sine is same, so we can write it as, so it is 2 integral from 0 to pi by 2. So we will write this as sine theta into cos theta, complete raised to power 2m minus 1. Integration with respect to theta. Okay, now look at this. We will apply the formula. We know that sine 2 theta is equal to what? 2 sine theta cos theta. So this will give us the sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta by 2. So this we will use here. So it is integral 0 to pi by 2. Then this will get replaced by sine 2 theta upon 2 raised to power 2m minus 1 integration with respect to theta. Now simplify, just apply law of indices. So 1 by 2 raised to power, what we have, 2 raised to power 1 by 2 raised to power 2m minus 1, which being a constant, take it outside. So what we have, 2 upon 2 raised to power 2m minus 1. Okay, now what is left inside the integral is just sine 2 theta raised to power 2m minus 1 integration with respect to theta. Now, so let's call it as equation number 3. Now look at this equation number 3. So this is the expression for beta of mm, and as per the requirement, what I have to do, I have to relate beta of mm with certain multiple of beta of m half. So this is the expression of beta of m half. If you look at the integrand carefully, so here I am having 2m minus 1 power raised to what? 2m minus 1 power is raised to which function? Sine theta. Okay. Whereas if you look at the equation number 3, so here also 2m minus 1 power is raised, but not to sine theta, but it is raised to the sine 2 theta. So both the integrand we will have to equate. So I have to equate this integrand term. Okay. So I want the angle here either theta, right, or in the equation number 2 as 2 theta. So it's better to make this as the angle theta, right? So we have to further simplify this. So how this can be done? So let's take 2 theta is equal to say phi, right? 2 theta is equal to phi. In equation number 3. So what we get? Theta is nothing but phi by 2. Obviously, so on differentiating we get d theta is d phi by 2. Find out the change in limits as this is a substitution. So when theta is 0, you will get phi as 0, and when theta is pi by 2, okay, you can see the limits are 0 to pi by 2. So when theta is pi by 2, then phi will become pi. So therefore, equation 3 implies what we get, beta of mm is equal to, it's 2 upon 2 raised to 2m minus 1 over there. Now limits are 0 to pi. We have sine of phi raised to power 2m minus 1. And then d theta is nothing but d phi by 2. Okay, so this 2 will get cancelled here. Now, is the issue solved? No. The issue is when we have tried to obtain here angle theta, right, which is now acting as a phi, so I can use the dummy nature of the variable of integration, so I can write this in turn as theta also. Okay, but now the new problem has been created. That is what? Regarding the limits. Now limits is pi, whereas as per the requirement what I want, this as a pi by 2. So the next question is how to make this limit as per the requirement. Okay, so here we will just make use of the property of the definite integral. So which is that property which will give this angle or the limits of integration as per the requirement. So that is nothing but, so let's call it as equation number 4. Now, so which result I am going to use here? So recall the property of definite integral. What we have? So we have, I am writing this in a rough. So it's integral 0 to 2a of f of x dx is equal to what we have. This is 2 times integral 0 to a now of f of x dx under the condition that if f of 2a minus x is same as f of x. Okay, so this result I am going to use here in this problem. So what is our f of x means integrand is this. So in place of x, what we will write? F of phi. So here in our case, we have f of phi is equal to sine of phi raised to power 2m minus 1, isn't it? Now let's find out now. So here 2a minus x, this condition we want to verify. So here what is 2a? 2a is nothing but pi. Okay, so we will find out what is the value of f of pi minus phi. So replace everywhere phi by pi minus phi. Okay, now what is the value of sine of pi minus phi? So making use of the concept of unit circle for having the different sign ratio, right? Ratios. So add sugar to coffee, pi minus phi lies in the second quadrant, and in this second quadrant sign ratio is positive. So what will be my sine of pi minus phi? So as it is a pi, so sine will remain sine. It will not get converted to cos, and the angle sign assigned to this will be positive. So it's sine of pi raised to power 2m minus 1, like this. So which is same as f of phi. So as this condition is satisfied, so according to this result, what we can have? So therefore, integral 0 to pi of sine of phi raised to power 2m minus 1 d phi is equal to 2 times integral, what is a? This is 2a. 2a is phi. So a will be pi by 2 of sine phi raised to power 2m minus 1. Okay. Now, so this we will use in equation number 4. Right here, this will now get replaced by 2 times. So using equation 5 in equation 4. So we get this as beta of mm. In equation 4, we have beta of mm is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to power 2m minus 1 was there, and then according to equation 5 it is 2 times integral 0 to pi by 2 of sine phi raised to power 2m minus 1 d phi. Now this phi being a dummy variable, so we can change so phi to theta. Why? So look at this expression. Look at this expression, as well as I am going to equate beta of mm with beta m half. So here we have sine theta raised to power 2m minus 1. Right? So this expression I want. So that's why we will convert this phi to theta. So it is sine of theta raised to power 2m minus 1. Integration with respect to theta, since phi is dummy. Okay, now this is done. Now look at this term. This, if you are going to equation number 2, So this complete expression is nothing but the value of what? Beta of m half. So we will use equation 2 here, right? So what we get? So this is nothing but equal to, it is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to power 2m minus 1, and the rest of the expression is beta of m half, since equation number 2. So in this way, we have obtained the first form of the duplication formula. Now let's go for the second form. So you can see this we have derived. Now we want to obtain this one. So this is very easy to obtain this result. Here we just use the relationship between the beta and gamma function once we get this form. Okay. So just use the relation between beta and gamma function. So what we can have? So according to relation of beta and gamma function, beta of mm will be what? It is gamma of m into gamma of another number variable. So again gamma of m upon gamma of m plus m again, that is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to power 2m minus 1. Then this is gamma of m, gamma of half, and then gamma of m plus half. Out of this, we just know the value of this gamma of half, which is root pi. Again, what we find? M plus m, 2m. One gamma of m will get cancelled, right? And just restructure, rearrange this as per the requirement. So what we have? So we have gamma of m is left on the left hand side. I'll take m plus half on the left hand side, right? So that is equal to what we have. This is 2m. This we will take on the right hand side. So it is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to power 2m minus 1. Gamma of half is root pi, and then gamma of 2m. So this is what we have as per the requirement. So this is just by making use of the relationship between the beta and gamma function. Okay. Next important problem or derivation, you can say. So prove that beta of m plus 1 n is equal to m upon m plus n, beta of mn. This is the first one. Then second is beta of m n plus 1 is equal to n upon m plus n, beta of mn. And the third one is beta of m plus 1 n plus beta of m n plus 1 is equal to simply beta of mn. So let's prove it one by one. So here hint is just make use of the relation between beta and gamma in order to get the result. So let's consider the first one, left hand side, beta of m plus 1 n, right? So according to relation between beta and gamma, so we take gamma of first variable over here, which is m plus 1, then gamma of second one, that is n, upon gamma of m plus 1 first plus second plus n, right? Now again just go for whether it can be simplified further or not. So as we find here that we have m plus 1, so we can use the formula gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n gamma of n. Here also this can be put in the same form. So what we know that gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n gamma n. This formula is known to us. So according to this, what we get, gamma of m plus 1 will be m gamma of m, and gamma of m plus n plus 1 will be nothing but m plus n into gamma of m plus n. So here n is m, whereas in the second one n is nothing but m plus n. So using this, what we have, so beta of m plus 1 n is equal to m gamma m and then gamma of n as it is, and denominator becomes m plus n into gamma of m plus n, right? So like this, we can rewrite this as m upon m plus n, then gamma of m into gamma of n upon gamma of m plus n. Again, by using the relationship between the beta and gamma function, we can rewrite this as, this is nothing but beta of mn. Okay, so let's call it as equation number A. So in this way, we have proved the first result. Now on the same line, we will prove the second result. So consider the term. So now we will consider beta of m n plus 1. Again use the relation between beta and gamma. So we get gamma of m, then gamma of n plus 1 upon gamma of, just add them. So it is m plus n plus 1. Again use this such type of formula wherever it is possible. So we will leave this gamma of m as it is. Now gamma of n plus 1 according to this. So capital N is nothing but equal to small n. So here we have n gamma n by using this property. And on the same line, in the denominator, the capital N is m plus n. So that's why we have m plus n into gamma of m plus n. Again rearrange. So what we have, we find that beta of m n plus 1 is equal to n upon m plus n. You can see the term n upon m plus n, and then the remaining terms are gamma of m into gamma of n upon gamma of m plus n. So again we can rewrite it as, this is nothing but the expression of beta of mn. So we'll write that. Let's call it as equation number B. So in this way, the second result is also proved. Now let's go for proving the third result. So proving the third result is very simple. What we will do, as we want the addition of the left hand side of above two result, right? What is that? Beta of m plus 1 n plus beta of m n plus 1. So what we will do, we will just add equation number A and B. So addition of left hand side will give us the left hand side of equation 3, and let's add the right hand side as well. So equation A, beta of mn m upon m plus n, in equation B, beta of mn m plus n, and here n. So let's take the common term. So what we find, what is common? Common is beta of mn and then 1 upon m plus n. So we just have to add the numerator. Here it is m, whereas here it is n. So what we have, it's m plus n. So this will get cancelled. So finally